So this is a little bit awkward, to say the least. I was most definitely supposed to post about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, about a week ago. Wait, but anyways, yeah, I was most definitely supposed to post, and I'm so sorry that I've been MIA. I have missed you guys so much. I've been missing recording, and the reason I took a little break was, okay, so the reason I said that this is awkward is because the last video that I posted, right, it was my birthday week. I was living my best life. I was feeling good. I was feeling great, and then all of a sudden, life started mollywopping my ass. When I tell you life started mollywopping me, I don't know what is going on. I mean, sometimes, you have to go under pressure in order to grow. So maybe that's what's going on. But trust me, I was not handling it very well. I was stressed out. I was stressing. And mentally, your girl was just going through it, okay? But I am back. I am better now. As you see, I'm cozy. It's a little cold in here, so I just got my robe on. I'm trying to be cozy. Grab yourself a blanket, grab yourself a snack, a blunt if you want, whatever. A drink of wine if you're of age, whatever you want that's gonna help you to get comfortable, because it's time to just have a chat, okay? And I kind of also hit a rut because I was so worried about being perfect. I was so in my head about I don't even know why. I don't know why I was so in my head about being perfect, because it really doesn't matter. Nobody is perfect, and I just had to kind of sit with myself and be like, get over it. It's never going to be exactly perfect. So stop worrying so much. You know what I mean? So yeah. And usually the past things that I've been doing on this channel, I've been planning it out and stuff like that. Ciao. Anyways, but yeah, I've been planning it out, you know what I mean? After I think the first video that I did, the first day that I recorded for YouTube, I didn't even plan anything. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm starting the channel. I set up my camera. Well, my phone is my camera. But I set up my phone and I was like, let's get it, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But after that, I wanted to be a little bit more structured, so I would plan what I would talk about and everything. But the past 2 weeks, after just going through a lot, just in my personal life and everything, the times when I would try to record, I've tried to record this video 3 different times, and let me just say this. I'm done trying to be so perfect and trying to be having a standard for myself that isn't realistic. It's okay if I mess up. At this point, I don't even give a fuck. I ain't even playing this video. Okay, at this point, I don't care. At this point, I don't care if my hair looks a little crazy, if you can see the pimple big on my forehead. I don't care. Y'all lucky that I didn't come on here with a bonnet on today, okay? Because listen, I'm just gonna vibe. I'm just gonna be me, and who fucks with it, who doesn't, hasta la vista. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to feel the pressure of I don't know. I don't want to feel that pressure anymore. So, hey, take it or leave it, okay? If you're digging it, make sure you like and subscribe, okay? Make sure you like and subscribe so we can stay part of the tribe. But, yeah, so it is currently, the day that I'm recording this, it is June 5th. It's June 5th right now. And something hit me yesterday morning where I was just like, oh my God, it's June. Summer's about to come. I got to get out of this rut. Because I've been feeling I don't know. I've been kind of stagnant the past 2 weeks. I feel like when things are going on in my life that are stressing me out, I tend to go back to the coping mechanisms that I've been using for years, which, is pretty normal. But I had to reflect and realize that I can't keep doing the same things and expecting a different results. That is madness. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep doing the things that I was doing to cope at 16, 17, 18, and 19, now at 20. Yes, I've only been 20 for a few weeks now, but baby, I'm big grown now. So I gotta start doing big grown things, you know what I'm saying? So, recently, my last week has just consisted of applying for jobs and trying to get certain things together, but at the same time, I know I could be doing more. I've been eating unhealthy. I haven't been in the gym. But this week, I'm about to get back in. I'm about to get back in the gym. I'm about to be working on my fitness. I'm about to just get into that mode of what, I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. You know what I'm saying? So, back to what I'm saying. Yesterday, I woke up and I don't know, that's so crazy that this is coming up in my head right now. So, okay. Something I also really just want to work on is, I'm sorry if this video is all over the place too. Like I said, I didn't plan it. I'm just speaking from the heart. I just want to, hold on. Throat is dry. Okay. Anyways, back to the fuck I was saying. So, oh my God, that's terrible. I need to stop cursing. Damn, I need to stop cursing. But my problem is that when things aren't going good, I guess you could say, when things aren't going good, or it seems as though things aren't going good, or I feel like, oh, I haven't been keeping up with my goals, whatever it is in life, if anything is stressing me out, I start to like, I don't know, I feel like I spiral with like overthinking so much, overthinking. And then one day it hit me and I said to myself, like, I just said to myself, like, why am I thinking about this one thing so much? Why am I thinking about this so much? And I said to myself, like, just pray about it. Like, just pray about it. And like, I really want to get better at just continuing to have such strong faith and continue to go to God as that person for comfort when I'm going through things, instead of like kind of leaning on myself or trying to just, that's what I usually do. I just lean on myself. I don't normally talk to like any of my friends, like, you know, I just don't really talk to people about what I'm going through when things are happening, because I don't like to put it on people. But I want to remember that like when things are getting hard, when you feel like you're losing your mind, that's the best time to pray. Okay. And up until like the last like week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever, I was listening to my gospel music every day. I was just, you know, I was being so kind to myself, treating myself so good. And I think that because I was on such like a really high of just like good energy, being super happy, having so many plans, and, you know, doing all these fun things, my birthday week, I think that the week after, it was like, I felt like, okay, like, what the fuck happened? Oh, ignore my nail, by the way. Listen, mind your business, okay? Like I said, I'm imperfect. I don't even care at this point. Listen, but, what was I talking about? I don't even know. But yeah, like I want to have my faith be strong when I'm upset, when I'm depressed, when I'm anxious. I need to remember, no, God is in control. Like, why am I worrying so much? Like, I don't want to be worrying anymore. Like this summer, I'm done worrying. I'm done being a worry type of girl. Okay. I'm trying to be in my lucky girl era, in my era of just like, oh, I'm focused on me. Everything, you know, if it's not flowing, it's not going. I'm not going to force nothing. Everything is going to come to me. You know, if I want it, I'm attracting it naturally. I don't want to stress so much about stuff. Like, of course, yes, put in the work towards what you want. I'm not saying like not to do that, but at the same time, don't stress yourself out so much to the point where it's like, you know, it's kind of inhibiting you from even reaching the goal in the first place. And today, this morning, well, first, hold on, before I get to that, yesterday, I had so much fun. Like after a long week, okay, I had a long week of just me versus me. Me versus me, you know what I'm saying? Me versus my bad habits, me versus my, you know, unhealthy coping mechanisms, me versus my procrastination, me versus my excuses, me versus my insecurities, honey, me versus fucking perfectionism. When I tell y'all, I tried to film this video 3 different times. There was a day that I took over 100 takes. When I say 100 takes, I mean like I'm starting to film and then I feel like I messed up, so then I stop. I'm starting to film, then I feel like I'm messed up, and then I stop over and over and over again. There was one day I literally, you know, when you go on your camera roll and you could like, you know, select all the images. So I selected all of like the film, like the B-roll that I collected or whatever. And then I realized, I'm like, I filmed over 100 takes and I'm not even gonna use this. I didn't like how my hair looked, so I didn't even use any of them. And I was like, it's giving I'm a little delusion. It's giving I'm doing too much. And yes, I want to be able to show up for you guys in my best way. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, it's okay to not show up as your best self all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I thought that every single video I was going to be doing on here, I was going to be having my face be, you know, cute outfit on every single time, you know, having the editing, everything, eating up, you know, every single time. But now I'm just like, bro, yes, I do want to grow. I do want to get better at this. But at the same time, I'm not going to put so much pressure on myself to be perfect when it's like, bro, what the fuck am I trying to do that for? Nobody's perfect. You watching this is not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're not gonna sit here and act like we are. Okay. So I'm just trying to be more comfortable with presenting myself in the most genuine way. And real self-love is being able to show up authentically, 100% genuine, and know that like, I'm okay with it if people don't like me. I'm okay with if, you know, of course I want people to like me, but I'm like, I'm okay if you don't. I'm okay if you don't vibe with me. And that is okay now. And it's like, I'm reaching a point where I'm like, it's not so much about, you know, what other people think or how other people are perceiving me, and more so about how I perceive myself. If I'm okay with it, then it's good. Okay, then it's good. But another thing that I wanted to discuss today was just like how I got myself back into a better position was just, I don't know what exactly switched, but something switched. I woke up, and this was like about 2 days ago. I woke up, I just said a really good prayer, and I went into the living room. I opened up the blinds, like some sunshine come up in, because I've been living like a vampire. No sunlight. No sunlight. I have not been going outside. I have not been doing nothing. I've just been in the house. Like just in my burrito blanket, like acting like a motherfucking, I don't know why I've been acting like I'm 70 years old. I think I just, like, it's a coping mechanism to just want to watch TV, want to kind of relax and all that other stuff. But then I feel like shit when I'm not being productive. So I'm like, no, something has to give. I can't, it's like, it goes hand in hand. It's like, I feel bad if I'm not being productive, but then when I feel bad, I don't want to be productive. So I'm like, this is what I was talking about when I'm saying me versus me. But yeah, so I had that this day around like 2 days ago. I woke up after I prayed. I went to the living room and I got out my journal and I just reflected on my, how I've been feeling these past few days. And it felt really, really comforting and really, really relieving. And I haven't journaled in a while, like over a month, I think I haven't journaled. And journaling is something that always helps me to feel better. So like if you are ever struggling with something, or if you are just like really stressed out, try journaling. Try it, okay? Because it actually felt good. Like it actually felt really, 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 really good. And then after I journaled out how I felt, I decided to write a gratitude list. And the reason I did this was because I just feel like there's been a cloud. I know you fucking lying. Child, my light just went out, but we're just gonna keep going anyways, because like I said, I don't give a fuck about being perfect. So we're just gonna keep it rolling. We're just gonna keep it rolling, okay? But yeah, so now where was I at? Can somebody tell me that? Oh fuck. Oh, I was talking about my gratitude list. Speaking of things I'm grateful for, I was grateful for my light before it died. But yeah, like I feel like there was like a cloud of just like negativity kind of over me. And it's not like I'm negative like towards other people per se, but I'll be really negative towards myself. Like I'll be really hard on myself. I'll overthink everything. Like I'll just be so just too much, right? And I started to like just realize, I'm like, bro, yeah, I've been stressed out about the situation, but like it could be way worse. Okay, not saying that what I'm going through isn't valid, because of course, yes, that is valid. But then there's also that part of me that's like, okay, but at the end of the day, you have a roof over your head. You like, I know that I'm going to eat a meal today, at least one meal. I'm going to eat something today. I have clothes that I could put on my back, and, like that's a blessing. That is a blessing. And I have to realize like that me worrying so much about these things that don't really have that much of a significant meaning, it's really taking me away. It's taking my focus away from what really is important and what really matters, such as, my blessings and the goals that I'm looking forward to accomplishing. Like, so when I wrote this gratitude list, I just thought about what I labeled it. I just said, what makes me happy? I have made gratitude lists multiple times in the past before, but it's something about thinking of the things that make you happy and that spark joy. It literally, like, you can physically feel it. Like while you're doing it, you can physically feel yourself like having that like fuzzy feeling of like, oh, I like that, and it felt really, really good. So that first, like me doing that already got me into like such a good mindset. I was just like, now instead of focusing so much on the negative, now I'm focused on the positive. Now I'm thinking about, oh wow, I am grateful for that. And that felt really fucking good. And then I also wrote down just a few goals of mine that I had in mind. I'm like, you know what? There's these goals that I gotta get done. And it's like, instead of trying to accomplish 20 goals in a month, which is impossible, well, it might be possible for some, but that's overwhelming for me. I was like, let me focus on 3 goals. So if you're in a rut right now, I would really recommend like make a gratitude list. Okay, of course, pray to the big God himself, because that'll always get you through anything. And also like write down 3 goals. You don't have to write down huge goals. It could be like little mini goals, whatever. Write down 3 goals and think about how, better your life could be if you started to implement those things. That's what I did. And, I have been on a journey of wanting to grow, wanting to heal, wanting to evolve for a while now. And I'm at a place though where it's like, I don't want to be so like, I want to, yes, I want to make my life better, but I still want to be grateful for life right now as it is in the present moment, because there's so many beautiful things to soak in. There's so many things to be grateful for and to admire for the time right now. So that's what I'm going to be doing more of. You know, I also want to be getting outside more. If you haven't been getting outside, start getting outside. Take yourself a walk, even if it's for 10 minutes. Like, choose something like today, this morning. When I tell you, I haven't gone outside yet today, but yesterday I had went outside, and I was like, you don't even realize how many beautiful things are around you until sometimes you get out of your environment that you're used to, you know, and you're like, whoa, like, that's beautiful. I saw so many flowers and so many beautiful things yesterday. Next week's video, I'll show like a vlog of the things that I did this week and everything like that. Well, not exactly this whole week, but really just yesterday, because that's the only thing I did. But yeah, like, I really want to get back to being more consistent on here. So if you're watching this right now, thank you. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all so much for being patient with me and for supporting me. And, you know, this was most definitely a video a little bit different than what I usually do. I had no plan. Was just talking from the heart. Next week's video, I will, you know, have something probably figured out. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the flow. But I'm not going to overwhelm myself with it. I'm like, I'm placing it in God's hands. He will control it. Like, my screensaver right now on my phone, my wallpaper is, oh, don't worry about it. God is in control. And when I tell you, I just want to keep saying that, and I just want to have that be a message to leave you guys off with, because if you are worrying about something and something is just harboring you, or you're just feeling like heavy emotions, just remember that it's okay to release it. It's okay to let it go, and like, don't worry about things that aren't in your control. And if you are worrying about it, if you find yourself worrying about things that are not in your control, figure out what you can do that, you know, kind of puts that light back onto yourself, that kind of puts that focus back onto yourself, to be like, hold on, okay, I can't control that, but what I can control is how I treat myself, how I speak to myself, or how I speak to others, how, you know, how I react to things, how, you know, what am I doing with my time, you know? So instead of worrying more this week, I'm going to be focused on me, okay? And I deleted social media a few days ago. I don't even think I mentioned that, but I deleted social media, like all my social media. That has been actually really, really nice. Shockingly, I haven't been like craving it as much, because I guess it's been a few days, and I don't know, I just haven't been craving it. And it's shocking because I love me a good TikTok, okay? I love being on TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff, but I felt like I was in a cycle of like constantly looking at other people doing these like things, and I'm like feeling like, oh my God, like I want to do those things, and then I'm like, it was just too much. And comparison is truly the thief of joy. So, you know, I'm not saying exactly that you have to go on a social media hiatus, but if that's what's best for your mental health, then do it. If you need to unfollow people that are not, you know, sparking joy, then do it. But even if that means like donating old clothes, if that means, you know, just cutting people off, whatever it is, if it means taking yourself out more, and like, oh, like I really want to do solo dates. Like, there's just so many different things. I'm going to be discussing this like in another video, just different things that you can do to, you know, put that focus back on yourself. But I just wanted to leave you guys off with that, because it's really important for us to pour love into ourselves. Don't forget that you exist too, that you matter, that your feelings matter, that your mental health matters. If you are struggling mentally, don't ignore that. Like, don't ignore the fact that you're struggling mentally. Like, as soon as, so this past, what was it? This past Tuesday, I'm so sorry. I was supposed to be wrapping this up. I don't know what's going on, but the thoughts are flowing. Okay, so this past Tuesday, I had just a very rough, like, I don't know, it was a rough moment for me. You know, your girl was going through it mentally, okay? And I had an anxiety attack that was like so bad. I've never had an anxiety attack that was like as bad as this one. And when I had it, like afterwards, I was just in such a state of shock, because I was like, oh my God, like I can't believe this happened. I just felt like so much was wrong with me. I didn't understand. Like, I was just like so all over the place. And now I look back at what happened that day as like a learning lesson, as a message from my body, of you need to slow down sometimes, and you need to not overwhelm yourself so much. You need to take control of what you can and take care of yourself, because it is important. And after that day, I scheduled a therapy appointment. I haven't been to therapy in 6 months, but tomorrow I'm going back to therapy for the first time in 6 months. After what happened this week, I was like, no, I have to go to therapy. Yeah, like I have to start journaling again. I have to start meditating. I meditated for the first time in like, well, it wasn't that long. It's been like a month, but you know, I did it like a few days ago for the first time in a month, because I was like, yo, I need to start doing these things again and doing it habitually. Like, I don't want to do it just, oh, I'll do it here and there when I feel like it. But no, doing it, and even with working out, I want to be doing that more consistently, not just for losing weight or to look a certain way, but for my mental health. Like, now I'm literally thinking about like, what can I do for my mental health? Because listen, if you were sick, like if you caught the cold, if you had the flu or something, I'm sure you would take your ass to the doctors, right? You're not just gonna sit there and be like, I'm dying, I'm gonna just stay home though. No, you need to go to the motherfucking doctor. So when you are struggling mentally, when you're feeling super depressed, when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling so much overwhelming pressure, it only makes sense to go get yourself the help that you need. So yeah, I'm about to be going back to therapy tomorrow. And at first there was a little bit of shame to what I was going through mentally, but now I'm like, bro, forget about that shame. Forget about that shame. I'm going to talk about this on here because it's important. I want other people to know that if you're going through this, that you are not alone, that you are not, you know, going crazy, or, you know, that you're just the only person dealing with this. You're not. You're not at all. And like, if you look up the statistics there, I'm sure that it'll show how often it occurs where people are going through things mentally. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is important. And remember that your mental health is important, and that it matters, and that your feelings matter. And don't go a long time without checking in on you. Don't go a long time without, you know, taking care of yourself, because at the end of the day, that's who you really got to deal with. When you're laying in your bed at night, you have to deal with your thoughts. You have to deal with your emotions. So get those things in check, okay? And that is what I'm doing. That is what I'm working on right now. You know, I'm getting back into my journaling, getting back into my meditating. I'm getting back into just taking care of me, and it feels very good. And I'm going to start, you know, filming more, documenting more about what I'm doing to take care of myself. And I hope that you guys are taking care of yourself too while you watch and are enjoying this journey, because, you know, yes, there are ups and downs. There's gonna be more times where, you know, I'm gonna feel anxious or I'm gonna feel depressed, and now I accept it. I'm like, okay, it's gonna happen because life happens and things go up and down. But next time I'll be more prepared. Next time I'm gonna be like, it's okay, because I trust God, and it's gonna all like work itself out, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave this off by saying that just know that you matter, that your mental health matters, and that you are more than enough, and that you deserve to take care of yourself. And I will see you guys next week. I'm sending you all my love. I wish I could give you all like a huge hug, because I'm sure we all need it. And thank you so much for tuning in.